lovely vigilant owls, and I am back. So this is the inner child reading, finally, because the inner child, a lot of people's inner childs have been kind of pulling on me for like weeks now, but I just haven't gotten around to it because it hasn't been like something as, what's the word I'm looking for? It hasn't been really significant to what's been happening around. It's more been of kind of a side message, but now it's been kind of, it's not as much in my face, but it's going to be a key element to how we deal with this energy of the full moon in Virgo that's been casted upon us, and that we will be cycling back into in another full moon after we get a break from the new moon in Pisces. So March is going to be extremely significant for many. So pay attention. And I can't say it's in a particular aspect. It is really significant for your personal spiritual path. So depending on why you came down here, or possibly if you're focusing your energy on manifestation, you know, it's a spectrum. Just pay attention in March because this is really important. I believe I don't follow the equinoxes. I don't crucify me. I just don't. I think the spring equinox is in March, and yeah, kind of revolving around the spring equinox, but kind of not really. I'll do a separate video on it when I look into it a bit more. Sorry, I don't follow equinoxes like that. I just don't. I don't follow a lot of things like that. It just doesn't pull my attention, like, you know. Anyway, sidetracking. Hey, that's probably why I don't end up doing it in a child. Anyway, quick announcements. Also, this is kind of significant to my last video, the shadow work shift that I did. This is kind of, it's not a two-part, but it's going to be a bit more significant on how we're going to be dealing with this particular shift on to where, wow, I forgot I was recording for a second. Anyway, because when I was tapping into the inner child energy, it was saying, not let me help. It was kind of saying let me help, but it's not. It's gonna be because you're gonna need the inner child's creativity, the creativity aspects to deal with these new unique problems that might be popping up. Sorry, that might be popping up in March. So you're gonna need that child creativity. You can't rely on the old methods that you used to. You have to come up with something new. And again, it varies from person to person. 333 when I said that, so yeah. But quickly, announcements. My tarot readings are at one set price now, which is $25. But in order to have access to a reading, you have to be part of the Vigilant Owls group, because I am conserving my energy for spiritual purposes. Hence my shadow work consultations, which are $30, are on hold, except the loophole they gave me is if there is a spiritual emergency and you need help right away. So if you have a spiritual emergency, you will have access to it. It has to be an actual spiritual emergency. It can't be something mundane. Okay? Mundane being relationship issues, family issues, etc. It has to be stemming from shadow work, and it's causing like real problems in your path, not just an aspect of it. What else? Am I missing anything else? No, that's about it. just join the Vigilant Owls group. Hopefully I see you there, because you do have access to a bit more content that I post that helps you in your shadow work. Sometimes I post different meditations. Right now I know I've been having the owls in the group really tap into animal spirits at this time. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, moving on. So my vigilant owls, for the inner child energy, you're gonna need these little tips and tricks to help get you through this shift. So the cards that I have for you guys right now are empowerment cards for kids. It's just what I use to really capture the inner child energy. It's not really a tarot deck. It's just something I turned into one, because you know, anything can be tarot basically. I have my goddess deck to see if there's any goddess or goddess/animal energy, because remember, animal spirits as well. This has a mix of another animal spirit. Now I have multiple animal spirits. Wonder if that's significant. Anyway, so goddess/animal. See if a goddess or animal pop up. Sometimes the goddess pops up with the animal as I read the card, so anything around there. Fairies for extra, and tarot just to do a quick read on it. So where should I start first? Ooh, my solar plexus got super heavy. So possibly if you've been, like for instance, if you've been struggling with trusting yourself, doubt, for an example. I know it's a heavy thing for a lot of people, doubting their abilities, doubting their doubting themselves, self-esteem, whichever, etc., all residing in the solar plexus. So if unique issues are popping up that are testing your solar plexus, you're going to need that childhood lightness to really, one, lift up your mood. Possibly if you need to, you know, find the comedy within yourself, you know, learning to laugh at yourself. I don't know why that popped up. And there's one more they gave me. Lightness. Oh, and again, that creativity aspect on how to get around this problem in a more fun-like way. Not really fun, but more light-hearted kind of way, so you don't have to, because the last thing you want to do, especially in this energy, is because with Virgo, since they focus so much on like small details, the last thing you want to do is get caught up in or hung over like a small minute thing. So you're going to need that childlike energy to help not have you stuck in this, like making a mountain out of a molehill. I said, wait. Yeah, I said it right. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the kid card, goddess, and then fairy, and then we'll do tarot. I need my fairy deck. D-E-C-K. I need the book. That's what I was looking for. Is this the book? That's the book. Don't fall. It didn't fall. Yes. Okay, let's start. Empowerment cards first. Let's see here. What does the inner child need? Need to know. Pretend you're laying on a soft air mattress, floating safely in the water. Life is wonderful and you are enjoying life. Ooh, yeah, my solar plexus just turned like almost rock solid, like unmovable, and it doesn't feel good at all. Underneath that we have stay as still as you can, breathe out heavily with a loud sigh, then lie again, breathing normally. So possibly for a small group doing breath work as well to help build up that the solar plexus energy. If you can look up yoga, Kundalini yoga, it's really good for that. Um, okay, I see now. So for this, they want you to tap into the inner child, whoever is resonating with this, my owl, whichever owl is resonating with this. They want you to stop focusing so heavily on the physical and just know that things will work out. When, how, and exactly when you need them to. Not before, not after. Right on time when it needs to happen. Because it seems like you've been putting so much strain on the physical. Also, be careful with ulcers as well. That's what feels like it could be. Start to physically, because you've been so stressed out of the physical. It doesn't seem like an intense stress out. Usually I feel the stress in like, it sounds weird, possibly like usually I feel like in my bloodstream, I usually feel the stress build up, but it doesn't feel like it's in the nervous system type of thing. It really feels like it's starting to become a stomach issue. The stress is transforming. Okay, then. Anyway, moving on. I'm not giving medical advice, I'm just saying. Just be careful with all the heavy amounts of stress, because you could develop ulcers like that. Or if you've been suffering from them. I don't know, my solar plexus feels like... Ugh. It doesn't feel like someone's punched me in the gut either. It just feels like it's a surface level type of issue that's gonna... If you don't, like, breathe. A lot of buildup. Alright, anything from the god? Alright, I'll take those two. They flipped over. Okay, Morgan Le Fay. Isn't that the fairy queen? Okay, so we have Epona. We'll say Epona for now. Epona from Celtic Gaul was especially worshipped as a protectress of horses, a bringer of fecundity to mares, and giver of well-being to fowls. She was the only Celtic goddess to be adopted by the Romans. A lunar goddess, Epona is often depicted with... Is that cornucopia? Cornucopia? Oh, okay. A symbol of abundance and plenty. Like the symbol of the horse, she is a bringer of fertility, a source of inspiration, and a figure of death. A psychopomp on the soul's final journey. I'm trying to sound it out in my head. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Whatever. As late as the 12th century, Irish kings underwent a ceremony of symbolic birth from Epona in her form of a white mare, as part of claiming their kingship. In the ancient days, a king was ritually wedded to the goddess as part of becoming king. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Comfortable in both the realm of life and that of death, Epona is a strong symbol of independence, nurturing, intuitive understanding, instinct, and vitality. Seahorse, strength, guidance, transformation, feminine energy. The seahorse is a symbol of power. It has frequently appeared in the coat of arms of European nobles and associated with the valor and bravery. It was the steed of the Greek god Neptune or Poseidon, the ruler of the sea. Neptune was frequently depicted amongst huge curling waves in a chariot pulled by giant seahorses. The seahorse's ability to navigate the rolling seas, a symbol of physical and spiritual transformation, signifies its role as a guide in the times of change. Because of its carving form and associated with water, the seahorse also is imbued imbued with feminine energy. This feminine aspect is emphasized in the painting, which shows a woman's shapely form within the creature's body. So if you've been heavy in your masculine energy, because I noticed a lot, I know it's a goddess deck really, but I have to read this one too. Okay, divine feminine, you're going through another death and rebirth process. So you're gonna be, and again, we all have divine masculine and feminine. Doesn't matter the particular vessel you're in. We both carry both energies, all of us. Some carry it more than others. It is what it is, but it's always balanced regardless. Anyway, you have to balance it, whichever one you prefer to take it as. So here they want you to tap into your inner child because of what's coming up with this moon and this energy and this shift. And really just rely on your inner child to kind of pick you up out of this. It's not really a dark night of the soul. It feels as though what's coming for the collective is kind of a dark night of the soul light. Like it's not it, but it's close enough. That's kind of what it is. Kind of I'm seeing a vulture, so it's just kind of picking up the remains of what was. But you're gonna need the inner child to help you not focus so much on the death part, but to bring you closer to the rebirthing process. Instead of being stuck in grief, you're moving on to the next stages more efficiently. So that's kind of how it feels. Hopefully I explained that properly. Am I reading that? Okay, I will. Morgan Le Fay is commonly remembered as the enchantress half-sister of King Arthur. She is in fact the great queen goddess, ruler of the mystical island of Avalon, the fortunate island of the blessed dead, sometimes equated with the ancient Irish warrior goddess Morgan. She is the Celtic death goddess. As Morgan Fanta, she is the controller of destinies and knows the fates of each person. She is noted for her healing powers, her knowledge of healing plants, and her prolific vision. Like a shaman, she is a shapeshifter, able to take on many forms. Morgan Le Fay represents the deep place of healing magic within each of us, the center where wisdom and flowing energy even in the moment of death. The ambulance. I've seen the word, I never pronounced it. Anyway, with which she is traditionally represented, echoes our own fear of her deep and ancient wisdom. Now I need to pull a fairy. Okay. Be the true you. Now a snake is shedding its skin. So this is look at that, the Celtic thing, the Celtic sign right here. Interesting. Strangely lonely, fairy of the green world, the nature world needs you. 17 and 44. 8 and 17 breaking down to an 8, and 44 breaking down to an 8. 8, 8. Completion, it's something else. I take it a completion of lessons. Yeah, so you're going through another portal here of transformation, especially in the heart space, because recently I've been working more with the heart chakra all of a sudden. And it's basically, you're going to need that inner child, not the innocence part, just more of that light, fun, creative energy to really bring you through these gateways within yourself so that you can unlock more. And you can't do that if you're constantly holding on to like every tiny piece. Like, let's say you let go of the major stuff, but you're still holding on to small significant things. That's not going to work when you need to evolve like your entire being. Oh gosh, I don't want to burn my car. Oh, okay, it won't burn. Let's hope it don't. Because I got a candle here, so it's whatever. All right, I'll read 17. And I guess so yes, we are experiencing another kind of, it's not really an ego death. That's the thing. It doesn't feel like an ego death as much as it's another, it'll come to me. I was trying to think about it, but I can't. All right. Strangely lonely speaks. You are holding so tightly to something that is proving to be a barrier between you and others, which is why you feel so alone at times. At present, you may need to open up just a little and admit that you crave like-minded people around you. This does not mean people who do the same things for a living as you. It means people who speak to your soul. You're craving metaphysical and mysterious discussions, and you've got some questions that truly need answers, or at least an exploration. It's time to consult oracles, the ones that we find when we seek out friends who tell us what they see, not what they think we wish to hear. And what you are likely to hear is that you must let something go. The divination message. One dilemma with living in a world you feel you must protect is that you fear other people intruding on it, disturbing the delicate balance. So you hold on tighter to whatever you have or whatever you feel makes you you. The truth is, your inner world is richer than most, and it's an imaginative paradise or hell, depending on your state of mind. When you receive this card, please let go. Just a little, and notice how this gives you room to interact and engage with loved ones, and this therefore helps you recreate your world anew. It is likely you will choose carefully who you allow in, but at least one person does need to be let in it, and at least one security blanket needs to be shown the door. And at least one security blanket must be shown the door just for the moment. So basically what I was saying, we're going through another process of letting go to bring something else that's more for our spiritual benefit in. But the thing is, you guys have to let go. Can't be. That's what this Virgo moon is bringing in. It's bringing in that shadow work shift of, okay, I've done the bigger things. Now what are the tiny microscopic things I'm missing that's preventing me from fully going through this gateway? Because the thing with these gateways, they're not huge things to where you can just leap through, where you can take the body with you. That's why when you transition, the body leaves. And only your soul moves on to whatever else. Issue is, the things that hold the soul back from leaving is your attachments here. So that could be like if you're holding on to a bad memory of your childhood and you did... you forgave everything, you came to an understanding and knowing of why it happened, and you came full circle, but the small piece you're missing is just forgiving the whole process and letting it go. Simple as, oh, I'm never gonna let someone do that to me again. And guess what? That is good that you're building a boundary, but that means you're always going to be putting your intention on that not happening again. So you're still focusing subconsciously on that bad moment instead of just letting it go. It happened, I understood why it happened. I'm just letting it go. You know that you're going to be looking out for the signs so you don't have to relearn that cycle again, but you're not putting so much energy into it not happening again, if that makes sense. Hopefully that's making sense. So just really the art of another lesson in the art of letting go is happening. Oh, I gotta read the Well, this card here is self-explanatory. It's basically saying it's for your spiritual benefit. Why are we going through this process? Why do we have to let go again? Why do we have to release some things? It's for your spiritual benefit. The natural world needs you. The spirit world needs you. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll do how this is going to be showing up in the physical, since this is a traditional tarot. I take it more as my mundane deck. So how is this going to be appearing in the physical? Like, so we got the Hangman, Two of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So you're really going to be in your, so again, look back at the shadow work shift, because I have crystals at the bottom of in the comments. There we go, in the comments. Sorry, a little brain fogged right now. Tiny bit, a little bit. Hope it's not noticeable. Probably is. I don't care. Anyway, so this is going to be showing up a lot in the mental space. Not overthinking, but you find yourself not replaying things either. Again, it's going to be the reason why I can't like really pin. It's going to be, this shift is going to happen. So it's going to be a mindset shift, especially. So we're not in the emotional realm. We're in the mental realm here, which is why I don't understand why they didn't have me do my steampunk deck. Whatever. So a lot of external things that happen to you are gonna make you think back a lot, and you're gonna have to know to forgive and let go very quickly when these things happen. And it's gonna be in a unique way, and you're gonna find out more about how creative you can get when you get around these problems. Cards are funny, because this one here is you basically deciding, do I like keep this or do I let it go? Do I cut this off or do I just keep it? Those type of things. And it's like, do I let it go? Do I be petty? Do I let it go? Do I be petty? It's funny because I always take this card as kind of like the spy. I don't know why I get like the petty vibes a bit, but because these are usually like this is like an immature energy and mind game. So yeah. So I can see why pettiness will jump out at me. So it's like, do I cut it off or let it go? Do I be petty? Cut it off, let it go, be petty. I don't know why that popped out at me, but it did. But anywho, that's what's happening here. Underneath that, so yeah, this is kind of like that part 2-ish side to the shadow work shift, to where that mirror is going to be flipping, and if you're in how you're going to be getting through these mirror flips, regardless of what path you end up on, if you haven't been doing shadow work or if you have been and you're just dealing with this, your inner child is going to be key on that creativity on how you deal with this energy. King of Wands. Yep. With the moon. So I see a success here. I'm so upset I just said that. I don't know why that just made me so upset. It's like, I see success here. I don't know why that just kind of pissed me off. That's weird. Okay. That's Shiva. Okay, all right. I was confused for a second. So this is going to be another, and when you get past this month, because this is going to be like a kind of a full month process, just hitting different aspects of the shadow work. I'll probably be doing videos on it. Depends on how intense the energy goes and how it rides. I'll do videos on the more intense it gets, I'll do a video on it to like guide, because I know some people freak out a bit when the energy gets insane. Don't worry, I got y'all. But so once you get past this energy in this month, it's going to be like a whole new activation in Kundalini rising for you guys. And some new stories on the way as well. But don't worry, your inner child is here to help you guys through this shift. You just got to trust in it. You got to know that when you're told to like let go of things, you got to. Especially on the feminine energy side. Sorry, I'm trying to find something else. Oh, no, that's all I got. Alrighty, that's all I got for you, my lovely vigilant owls. Good luck in March Madness, and I'll see you later. Thanks for flying in. Peace.